Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where and what time you're watching us. My name is Ruth Wanjohi, aka Ruth Jackson. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and we are all about women in digital business. If you've watched my previous lessons, block 1 and 2, well, I've explained to you that this is a program then with an initiative of Microsoft, ILO, and ITC. And we're currently having an intake. We actually have, I personally am a lead trainer, and we have classes ongoing. So if you're interested, please DM me, call me on my number, and yeah, we can enroll you and you can be part of us. Meanwhile, I want to thank you so much I want to thank my students, number one, for being amazing students. Thank you and welcome to this class. And thank you for your feedback. It's overwhelming. I'm encouraged. And yeah, so we are, sorry, we're going to go up to block 5. Today is just about block 3. And so let's start. So today we're going to sell online. That is our topic. Let's see what it is all about. So session 5, we're in session 5. What are the basics of online sales? So number 1, have you ever bought anything online? I have. And what was your experience? Right there on the comment section. Mine was fine. I'll share with you a little bit later. But can you become a seller online? Can you, instead of being the buyer now, can you take your shop online? Let's talk about that. So what is e-commerce? E-commerce is a virtual store where buyers and sellers meet to exchange goods and services online. For example, Amazon. You write your book or whatever you are selling, and then you upload it there, and buyers will come and buy from there. That is e-commerce. So selling on social network platforms. Can you sell, can you use social networks to sell products? Of course you can. A lot of people do that. Actually, it's the in thing now. So social media for sales. Social media networks are great tools for marketing products and services, but they are not designed to sell goods and services. That was not the reason why they were designed. They were just for social interaction. And somebody realized, a lot of people are on social media, so why can't I sell my products? And it's the in thing. It is a good thing. So let's see how you can to become a seller online. So tips about selling on social media. Number 1, you need to create a catalog of your products. A catalog is pictures of what you're selling. Block 1 and 2, we talked about t-shirts, if you're selling t-shirts. Now, today let's talk about skincare, or we can talk about t-shirts and skincare. So you have to sell a catalog. A catalog is a list of the items you're selling. They are pictures. So you post the pictures, and then you give payment options. For example, if in Kenya we have M-Pesa. It's actually the in thing. It's widely known. It's actually the major payment option in Kenya. So then let's see about marketing places versus business sites. So number 1, we have virtual stores. Number 1, we have virtual marketplaces and the e-commerce. So the marketplace is like Amazon, as I've explained to you. We have buyers and sellers. They exchange goods, regardless, all walks of life. As long as you do what, as long as you meet the expectation of the service provider. Then the e-commerce is site owned by the business. For example, a YouTube. For example, this is my channel, and I'm selling to you my courses. All right, or Facebook or TikTok, yeah, or a website even. So that is owned by the business. So the business owner controls that, controls the sales, everything. So what is the difference between the two options? So the marketplace, it's owned by the platform or the service provider, and orders can be fulfilled by the platform, and platforms get paid by the client, then pays the business. So if you put your business on the marketplace, in the marketplace, then it's the service provider that will be paying you. Like Amazon, once your books are sold, then Amazon will pay you. So you don't interact directly with the customer, right? In Kenya, we have Jumia, we have Gigi, yeah, but Amazon is widely known. It's in the whole world. So yeah, so the website owned by the business fulfills the orders, the business receives the payments directly. You communicate with the customer directly, and that's a good thing. So a marketplace is usually an easy option when you're starting out, because as much as yes you, because I think the marketplace, the advantage is that you just upload, number one, so you don't have to really advertise, because a lot of people already know the marketplace. Like Amazon, it's already known, so you have so many customers there. But now the disadvantage is that the competition is also very big, but the customers are many, so it's easier. Yeah, so when you're starting out, but as you advance a little bit, you can combine. You can do your social media platforms and start growing. You can do your websites, and we actually, as I have insisted, we teach you on how to make websites on this course, and it's good. If you don't have a website, please visit our graphic design course, and you're going to be helped. So elements of virtual store. So we have shopping carts, all right, the prices, we have the catalog, we have the photos, we have stock numbers, we have rules of selling, we have titles and descriptions. Titles and descriptions, make sure we talked about keywords in block 2. Make sure you put in the keywords. For example, you're selling t-shirts. Okay, today we said we are selling skincare. It's okay. What is the, make sure what is the keyword? Make sure you Google the keyword, or you check for the keyword. We have platforms where they give you the keywords today about your product, and then make sure the title carries the keyword, because customers won't search your name or something. They'll just search skincare products. They'll just probably search what skincare or products to remove my dark skin, my dark spots, yeah. So if you've not gone through block 2, please check it out for the keywords, and that is going to help you. Then e-commerce strategy. So let's talk about Elsa. Elsa is our trader, our women entrepreneur in women in digital business. So what would you recommend her yourself? Should she abandon the idea of only focusing on Amazon, then set up a profile on a platform that is more suited for her business, so she could combine with now the Amazon with a strong social media presence to advertise her products? I advise her that, number one, the social media will drive traffic to Amazon. You can have a central place to where you drive your traffic to, right? Or you can still sell even on social media without having to drive traffic there. Yeah, so let's look at the sales funnel. How can we convert visitors to our e-commerce into clients? So number one, every person who visits the e-commerce is a prospect customer. Anybody visiting an e-commerce is a prospect. That's a serious somebody, or she or he intends to buy. Unlike the social media, now that's an advantage, because social media, mostly I was just passing by, I was just getting entertained, and then I came across your product. But e-commerce, but the marketplace, it's a market. It's like actually just going to the market yourself, okay? It's going to the market, like I'm going to the market or supermarket to buy something. So if that customer today wanted to buy skincare, they are decided to buy skincare. So that also becomes a lead. If they get interested, what are you selling? And then finally, how do we convert them to be customers? Right? So let's look at that, because it's very easy, but that's the difference. Remember, in the marketplace or even in social media, you have competition, because a lot of businesses lately are selling online. So number one, we have the stages and strategies. Number one, you do awareness. For example, make sure like you tell the people, this is what we're doing. Yeah, so the customers need to know that we exist. That's awareness. Then the interest, how do they get interested? Yes, we you exist, but how does the customer get interested? And then how does the customer decide that it's your product I'm buying from? And then the action. So that is the stages. So a lot of buyers, in a lot of sellers, you may feel discouraged, even if it's not online, because even on a physical shop, some buyers are just window shopping. They're not here to decide. So you may meet a customer in the stage of interest. So you realize this customer is not even going to buy. And you feel discouraged, or you just give them bad customer service or attitude. You're like, they're not selling. Without understanding that that's just a stage. They can even decide to buy from you 2 days later, even a week, even a month. Customers will still call you as long as you did the awareness. So when you do awareness and you don't get the action, just be patient. Let the customers decide. Yeah, and they'll remember, or they'll even recommend somebody. So let's go about that. Let's talk about each of it. Awareness. So what's the strategy? Number one, customers to buy a product or service, they're typically looking for a solution to a problem. So here you must let know about your potential solution. So I have, okay, when it's advertised to you, I have one particular hilarious, to me I find it's hilarious a little, in Kenya. So they actually speak in Kiswahili. So this is how they advertise their solution, their product. Umesumbuliwa na mende panya. I don't know if you in Nairobi, if you've had that. Okay, this is to mean like in your house you've been disturbed by bugs or something, or cockroach or roaches. That is what it basically means. That customer sounds very simple, but that is the first thing he does. And that is just highlighting to you the problem. And then he says, hey, I got the answer to your problem. And I think they sell because that is good. So number one, awareness. Find out what is the solution. What does your product give the solution? Today we're doing skincare products. For example, my product is removing dark spots, or lightening the skin, or just giving it a smooth one, or removing pimples. So make sure you first of all highlight the problem. A customer will see that and realize, yo, I need skincare products to remove my dark spots. And then you give them. That is awareness, and that is a strategy that most businesses use, and you will get the customer. All right. So how do you do it? You can do it through content creation. You can do campaigns. You can do trade shows. You can do press releases. You can go social media. It can even be a comedy. All that you have to be very creative. So let's get to interest. Okay, now I've told the customer, yes, I'm doing that. But how do I make the customer get interested in my product? Remember, there's so many other products and other sellers that are giving the same solution. But how do I make sure that the customer comes and buys my product? So number one, it is not enough for a prospect to know that your product service exists as a potential solution. So you have to entice them. In this phase, prospects become leads. So entice them. How do you do that? You should make sure that they are able to find your business and make solution interesting to them. Yeah, entice them. Especially if it's on social media, you can do good content, stand out. Make sure you stand out. Warm leads, contacting, email sign-ups, free quote estimate. You can give them something more, like probably after you buy, there's buy one for free, or just something. Give them something more, a little that is not even selling. Let them come to you. Give them bonuses if you're selling courses, if you're doing courses online. Let them know after you do this, we're giving free things. For example, if you're saying, we're doing skincare. Today we said we're doing skincare. So what can you give something, an offer? You can actually be doing offers, it not every time, but at that time that you give a little offer that will not backfire on you. Yes, so you have to be a little bit creative, and that interests the customer, and then you stand out from your competitors. Okay, then decision making. So let's say the buyer is at the decision making process stage. So the leads decide if they want to become customers to you, To make this decision easier, you need to feel relatable and able to solve their problems. You can present your products as the only real solution to their problems, or you can offer smaller commitments at first, like a free trial. For example, digital products, a lot of them, like for example, if you're doing, if you're hosting a website, we teach you how to make websites, yeah, and we have these free hosts, like those are hosts of if you're doing a website. So there these hosts who give you for free. All right, they won't give you all the features, but they will allow you to host your website for free for some time. And then you realize, as you host, you realize, oh, okay, why do I have even to cross over to the other host who didn't give you a free trial? You know, that's a strategy. So make sure they decide, and it's also an enticing thing. Then make sure you're available. Communication is very important. Make sure your customer service is top notch. All right, don't talk rude to customer even if they are not buying that time. That is top notch. Then make sure you're reachable. Like a customer sees a good thing but they don't know about it. So yeah, that's also a strategy for the decision making. And make sure you're confident. Tell them this is going to help. Okay, if it's about skin products, make sure and it works for real. Make sure you have probably pictures with the consent of your customers. Show them before and after. Show them before and after, and they will be convinced. So they make up a decision to buy from you. And then the action, so that is buying. Once your lead has become a customer, has made a decision and is ready to act and become a customer, you want to make it easy as possible. So review your final sales process to ensure maximum ease and comfort to your customers. Hot leads, contacting demonstrations, case studies, free samples, free trials, proposals. They're very important, especially the free samples. Remember, this customer can't see you, all right? Like they can't experience, they can't find you physically. You're online, so a free sample is very important. Okay, they're going to help you on that one. Then action. Before we talk about how you send money. People, do you have M-Pesa? Okay, can I be able to pay to you? At this day and age, there are people you can go and ask. For example, let me give you a personal experience. I took a bike recently. Okay, let's say early. Oh, okay, we're in 2026. In 2025, so it's a little bit recent. So I am carried by a bike, and they tell me, so I live with M-Pesa. M-Pesa is widely known in Kenya. It's actually a major platform of selling, of transaction, mode of payment. Yeah. Yes. So we're going to learn about that in block 4. But they're like, okay, if you're sending, you also send ya kutoa. You send the fees, the transaction fee. And I'm like, yo, this 2025, you should make sure your customers are easy to sell, to send to you. To sell to you, okay? Yes. So once they decide, and you need to know how customers, how it is easy. If it's a platform, make sure that platform is it can easily be used. All right. Make sure that it's not downtime. You don't have downtime. That is very important. So let's talk about building an e-commerce business. Yeah, let's talk about the process of building it. Right? Is it for me? So do you have any questions after there? Please ask any question. Let's take a breather. Do you have any question, any comment? Please write it on the comment section. Then building an e-commerce business, is it for me? Should you build an e-commerce business? Let's see. Welcome back. What is one topic or idea that touched you from the self-guided module? Are you already in business, or would you want to even do a different business, or what would you want? Answer that on my comment section. Which topic or idea touched you from the self-guided module? All right, setting up an e-commerce. Let's talk about that. Store on a virtual marketplace. All right, a marketplace. A marketplace It depends on what you're selling. For example, let's say we have Bolt Food in Kenya. I sell cakes. I think that's a very good platform because people in the Bolt Food, it's only for food. Okay, they just deliver food. So if you have a cafe, whatever you have, chicken in, okay, pizza in, they're all there. So what are you selling? That is what will determine. Because you can be on Amazon and I'm selling chips. That wouldn't make sense. Okay, because number one, chips, you can't ship it around. Okay, but if I'm selling books or digital products, then I can be on Amazon because I can ship it all around the world. Okay, yes, so choose the platform you want depending on the product. And we have Jumia in Kenya. We have I talk about Kenya because right now my class are all Kenyans, but you're welcome. Women in digital businesses all over the world. We're in Europe, we're in Nigeria, we're in I've stated that in block 1. So if you're watching me and you're not from Kenya, you're still welcome to join us. Yeah, it's just that I, the lead trainer, I'm a Kenyan. All right. and my students are Kenyans right now, so that's fine. So let's choose the platform, then create a selling account, create an account for you. The good thing with these marketplaces, they are self-guided. It's so easy. They just tell you send pictures, upload pictures. You know there's an option for that. Even Facebook. When Facebook has that, it gives you that. It gives you write the pictures, all that. Yeah, it's actually something awesome. Yeah, so select the language, the country, the currency, the shop name, set up payment details, make sure you pay. Okay, you know the customer can be wanting to buy but they don't know how to pay. You're not reachable, so make sure that you set up the payment details online, listing of your products, customize your shop, set up shipping details, and decide on packaging. Implement your marketing strategy. So if you're shipping, then you can decide on the packaging. Yeah, all right. Yeah, so let's e-commerce on your website. Choose the website building service. We have Wix, we have WordPress, all that. Name them. There are many. But WordPress is good. I personally use WordPress, and I think WordPress is it's very good. It's user friendly, and then it's also SEO friendly. Then select language, country, currency, shop name, customize your site, set up shipping details, decide the packaging, choose payment gateways, add listing of your products, implement on your marketing strategy. Right? So do you have a website? Number one. Website, by the way, a website is not that expensive. It's not even that a huge big deal. You can still do it. You can even study about building website and have your own website. Yeah, it's a good thing, right? So you can always hire experts to support your e-commerce, but you should be the one to define the strategic objectives and business model. If you probably don't know how to make one, or probably you don't have the time, it's because it's a little bit time involving, I can tell you that for sure. You can actually hire me. I know how I can build you some good websites if you want. Yeah, so you can hire experts. Then e-commerce business models. Let's look at the models. Your e-commerce business model needs to be adapted to the product or service that you sell, as well as to your target market. Right? Choosing the right business model for you. So Rosa Alia, at least here we have Alia. Alia is Kenyan. Let's mention she's from Kenya. Right. She's African. So, wow. Things to keep in mind when choosing an e-commerce platform. Target market. Okay. How to choose your e-commerce. Keep this in mind. Target market, products or services you're offering. Okay, well, like, who am I selling to? Always keep that in mind. Because, for example, if I'm selling to Kenyans, I can't do it only in Amazon because Amazon is worldwide. If I'm selling to the whole world, or Europe, or even US, and I'm here, I think Jumia, I think Jumia or even Amazon will be your thoughts. So what are you selling? There's a product, user experience and interface, payment and security. What payment service providers are in your country and are okay with your customers? Then customer support, scalability, and the future growth, and of course the future growth. Is there a, can you grow? All right. For example, in social media, there's a lot of growth, you know. There's a lot of opportunities. Like, you know, your audience, depending on your hard work, your audience will definitely grow. Yes. All right. So e-commerce business models. Let's look at the model, the business models. Okay. All right. So we have B2B. What is B2B? C2B, B2C, C2C. Any guess? All right, I know you already know. Business to business, that is B2B. What are your target audience? Do you have wholesale? Like, do you sell business to businesses? Or, yeah, are you selling customer to business, that is C2B? Or are you selling business to customer? Or are you selling customer to customer? All right? I think that's very... so let's look at it in detail. I think you can see. Let me zoom it for you. And that's okay. So B2B, that is business to business, as we said. Of course, it's bigger amounts of goods and sold to other businesses so that they can sell. That's wholesale. Then the main customers, of course, are other businesses, and then they sell products of resale. Okay. Then long-term royalty, care for customers. That is the marketing strategy. And then tools to use: posts, business forums, email lists, own website with online store, networking. That's something really awesome. Then let's go to business to customer. And I think a lot of my students actually, a lot of my students are in B2C. Yes, they are in B2C, which is a good thing. That is business to customer. Even me, I'm to you to customer, right? So smaller amounts of goods compared to the B2B. So this is because you sell to an individual. Then of course you sell, the sales are final. The sales are for use. For example, if you are in a shop, so I'll come buy my clothes, and yeah, of course they're not for resale. I'll go put on the clothes. If I'm selling, for example, the skincare products, probably there's that person doing the wholesale or the manufacturer. Then now there's the B2C. So you sell to the customer to use the products. Okay. Of course, the short-term loyalty attract customers, because you know they just want to use it that time, so it's not long-term. So places to sell, tools to use, you can use the Amazon, Alibaba, own websites, online store, direct sales, social media, TikTok. You know, TikTok has made things so easy. Yeah, a lot of Gen Z are in TikTok, even millennials. If you're millennial, you're not in TikTok, I can see you. Please join. It's something good. It's very easy to use, and it has a lot of following. Okay. So C2B, services by individual contractors, designed lawyers, other business. That is customer to business. All right. Okay. That sounds very interesting. Imagine customer to business. So for example, like lawyers, you're selling to a business. All right. Or designers, that's a customer, and you're selling to businesses. All right. Yeah, so services are enjoyed by other businesses. So most businesses, like most business or interior designers. So we have now the short-term loyalty, and attract businesses through networks. Mostly they are. We're going to post that this week. We need to finish, right? So until then, next time, ciao ciao. My name is Ruth Wanjohi, aka Ruth Jackson. You're welcome to join our class anytime. WIDB, Women in Digital Business, is our program. It's an initiative of women of Microsoft, Hello, and ITC. All right. So until next time.